Hi there, my name is Julia and I'm one of the life and wellbeing coaches for My Helm. When we had lockdown number 1, when I look back at it, the things that make me feel happy are the projects that I achieved during lockdown. So I covered my kitchen chairs and I made certain things in the garden. I built stuff and planted stuff, and those are the things that made me feel good about lockdown. So I was thinking, we have a clear month ahead of us for lockdown number 2, and I thought, how cool if we all start having projects so that we feel better about lockdown. I think this time round, because we're going into the winter months, perhaps we feel differently about it. It was much easier in the summer in some ways. We could get out more. We're so lucky here in Brighton to be able to walk by the sea. But perhaps we don't feel quite like doing that at the moment because it's colder and darker and anyway. I love the autumn, but anyway, I think a lot of people don't. But how about creating project lockdown number 2? So, what do you need to create a project? I think the most important thing is to choose something that makes you happy, something that will give you a sense of achievement by the end of it, that will bring joy to you and you feel pleased with yourself about it. So that's the first thing. Choosing something that will bring you joy and make you feel good. You can choose anything. It could perhaps be making something, it could be helping someone, it could be writing something, it could be any number of things. Something that's going to fill your time, give you a sense of purpose, and to make you feel good about yourself. So how do you create a project? Well, for me, the first thing I do is, 1, choose the project. You might want to give the project a name so that it feels like a really cool kind of thing to do. I'm calling this little project Project Lockdown. Not very inventive, but hey, who cares? The next thing you want to do, once you've decided exactly what it is you want to be able to split it into different sections. So it might be that you need a planning section and then a kind of fitting pieces together a section, and then a filling those pieces in sort of thing. Every project is slightly different, so I can't just talk generally. Perhaps I should think of some good examples. I make a calendar. So if you have a calendar in front of you, then you can split it into sections very easily, and you can write what you want to have achieved, say, by the end of the first week, by the end of the second week, by the end of the third week, and then by December the 2nd, so that you start making the project into bite-sized chunks. This makes it just much more easy to kind of achieve the goals, instead of having a huge thing that you can't attain by the end of by the beginning of December. You've got something that's split into manageable chunks. You can split it into smaller chunks even, so a 2-day project, like part of the project, or you can split it into slightly hour chunks perhaps. Whatever suits you. Different people need different things to make your brain work for you and to make your energy levels and your motivation levels work for you. You might need to break it down in different ways. It's good to have a plan, like if you're going to do it maybe 1 day a week, you want to set aside a whole day, or perhaps half a day every 2 days, or you just want to do an hour a day. Whatever it is that's going to work for you, need to decide how you're going to split the time for your project. I always like to write things down in project form so that I can tick them off. So I change the colours on things. If I've got it on an Excel spreadsheet or in my big book, I just give myself ticks, and that makes me feel good. You can buy some gold stars and then put them on each section so that you feel like you've achieved something. Yeah. if you have any questions, put them below and I can answer them for you. Otherwise, I think that's fairly simple. You know, you want to do something you love doing by the 1st of December and you want to get a sense of achievement. So enjoy.